Okay, day one of what's going to be one of two things. So, 3 of us going, 3 bikes, 990, Mighty DR, and a 3 times rebuilt brand new 701. DR, standard DR, big tank, put new clutch in it, 1444 on the sprockets. Spent about $1,300 doing the suspension for this ride, just to make sure it's right. Standard bark busters, LED light, plus a spotty on it, just so I can see if we do have to travel at night. Other than that, she's standard. Changed the pipe, rejetted it, took a hunk out of the airbox. Don't know if that's going to be good or bad with the amount of water crossings we have to do. Tyre wise, running Motar's Adventure tractionators, both front and back. Front tyre pressure at the moment is about 24, which I'll leave it there until we get to Cairns. Rear's on about 26. Suspension, as I said, was all redone, set up. Put emulators in the front, revalved the back, heavier spring, done all that. Made a hell of a difference from the bog standard. Also put a new clutch in it, because A, they're cheap, and B, we've got about 7,000 Ks to do. So that's the DR. Now, this thing, which is brand new, but we've had it apart and back together more times than we could count. Bash plates, put a centre tank in there. Obviously rally, what's that? Rally tower, isn't it? Yeah. Rally tower. Pretty much set up, should be right. The bloke that's riding this can ride a bike, so we should be right. And then we have the monster.
It is the monster.
The monster. So, bought this in Perth, or Brownie bought this in Perth a month ago. I bought it back on the back of a truck to Victoria. We took it in, got some work done to it. We then brought it up here and pulled all that apart and redid it. But we've got a fuel leak, so we've got fuel running back and overflowing out the rear tank. So we're just going to chop the line and put a tap in there, because otherwise that is going to get, no, you've got to come further under, Brendan. So we'll do that. Hang on, there you go. We're going to do that now before we leave. All of us are running the same GPS, running headsets, they've all matched together, and we're good to go. So we are leaving at 12 o'clock, supposedly. This has been getting planned for the last couple of years. We intend, once we figure out how to do this YouTube stuff, we will put some stuff up and go from there. So I will talk to you later once we fix this problem. Got a couple of extras. This bloke here knows where we're going.
Well, probably, unless we get lost. I'm Gav.
Where are we heading to?
We're going to go get some fuel.
Because someone that was meant to be here at 9 o'clock wasn't. Fine.
And then we'll head down to Adelaide River. Splash and dash there. Then we'll do the old highway, Durat Road. Then we'll cross over the highway, do Fountainhead Road, Spring Hill Road, cross back over the highway.
Old Grove Hill pub.
Go past the Grove Hill pub as well.
We'll go to the Grove Hill pub.
No, she's shut.
Oh,
yeah,
no, we won't.
Yeah, the old Stan couldn't sell it, so he just shut it.
And how are we going to, where are we going to tonight?
Before that, we go to Pine Creek. We can top up at Pine Creek and have a couple of beers. And then we'll go through Catherine down to Mataranka.
Beautiful.
Territory Manor.
Easy done. Sorry mate, your name?
Lachlan.
Lachlan's coming with us. How far are you guys coming?
Mataranka.
Just to Mataranka, and we'll bobble home tomorrow.
Beautiful. And we'll just keep this trilogy of mistakes happening for the next 2 weeks.
Well, I don't know when we'll get to Mataranka tonight, because Jav's theory is you never ride past a good pub. And I reckon there's about a dozen pubs between here and Mataranka, so I don't reckon we're going to get there.
And after this morning, I reckon we could just about use a drink. So Brownie, are we good to go?
Yes. Depends on the week.
Yes. Is that a yes maybe or a yes?
It's as good as we're going to get. We're going no matter what.
Alright guys, so this is day one. We're about to leave Darwin. We will speak to you later on. Catch you down the road.
Right, see ya.
Someone's back here. We're back.
That's how you feeling a bit light there, Warren?
A little bit naked. That's beer.
Is that your oil?
Oh, fluent, coolant, you name it. Oh,
You believe today's the day? Oh my god. Be safe, guys. All line up together.
slippery.
Brandon, I'm not going to clean your garage, so I'm not going to touch your garage.
Oh, yeah, clean the floor. Would be nice.
I don't want you to slip. All line up together.
You on? Oh yeah. Good.
So ladies and gentlemen, we are only about 30 k's in and already we have a 990 Dorothy under tow. So this is sort of not a good start, but however it is a start. One thing for anyone that's towing, we haven't tied anything off here. All we've done is wrapped around the foot pegs. So if either the tower or the towee lift their foot up, they can break away without too many dramas. We're going to tow this back. Hopefully it's only a battery, change the battery out, and hopefully be on the road in the next hour. So we will practice effort. Okay people, hopefully we'll be on the road soon. Ta-ta. So far, so take 3, hopefully this thing, known as Dorothy, will keep going more than, how far we've been? 15 Ks?
3,223 kilometres.
To go, yeah. So we're hoping it was just a battery problem. So we've changed out the battery and we're good to go again. What we do now know is it's a heavy bastard. It's very hard to push using one foot and it's very hard to tow.
Dorothy the dinosaur.
But Dorothy is back up and going. Okay guys, we'll see you down the road.
Norbert's got eyes in the back of his head, you know.
Well, I think we go first things first. We fucking well got here.
Yeah.
So, all in all, not too bad. We've decided that you cannot call your bike 701, so we're going to call it Horace the Husky.
Horace. Horace is fine.
So how did Horace go?
Horace was loud, but Horace was fine.
Yep. What do you reckon, 300, 320 Ks out of a tank?
300 exactly.
300, not bad.
Yeah.
I've still got, over half, but that's another story.
You've got enough to get to Adelaide.
An old Norbert went all right actually, like she said, on 130. I thought it, because I changed the gear and it might have been a little bit off pace, but it was all right. And then of course, well, you can't go too far wrong with it's 890, isn't it? 790. Can't go too far wrong with the 7 knot. And here's the fucking attention-seeking bitch that took all our time today.
Dorothy, she's fine.
Dorothy the dinosaur, who's an attention seeker.
Get a new heart. That's a new. It's fun.
So one thing about it is
Smell that oil she's burning?
spent $3 grand getting it serviced by someone. It's certainly worthwhile making sure you do it yourself. We let what 500 mils of fluid out of the radiator when it should have 2.1 litres. Put a couple of 100 mils of oil into it, and had to do a few things.
Come on.
Yes.
And we got here.
Right, let's
And
go.
the fuel filter was backwards.
Yes. Sounds like we've got to go to the bar. Okay, guys. That's the end of day one. Very uneventful, and we there really wasn't a great deal of stuff worthwhile taking footage of, other than the towing episode this morning. So we will speak to you in the morning. Good night, everyone.